right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Come on, microphone, sit on my desk the right way. Here we go. Welcome to the stream, everybody. So tonight, I want to show off everything that we've been doing and Refolded for the past few months or so. I know it's been some time since the last update, but there's been a lot of things we've been doing in the background, a lot of different like research stuff. We've had a Dark Soon update, the Origami one. We've had a lot of people just check out a whole bunch of things to make a lot of stuff possible. And I also often get, when I talk about the mod, I still get a lot of people that are curious about what it is, about everything that's there. I just want to make sure my microphone audio isn't doubling. Give me 1 second here. Okay, it should be good. Anyway, so a lot of people still have questions, and I hope that with me showing at least the beginning parts of the game, that it will answer a lot of questions people have. And I want to do that on stream too. So any questions you have about something, ideas or suggestions, definitely put them there in the comments as we go along. So with that being said, this is all still like demo stuff. So I expect something to crash because I'm using console right now. But that's okay because I have backups just in case. So without further ado, I know I've talked a lot. I want to show everyone what to expect in the next update. So let's play from the beginning. Also, if you've never played the Origami King before, then you get to enjoy some of this too. So I'm going to be talking over like a lot of the intro stuff. In the very beginning, we're not changing this area here. Simply because there's, I mean, like I tried to do it once and it had some really crazy effects. Like Mario and Luigi in the cart were facing forwards instead of to the left, and you couldn't even do anything. So unfortunately, nothing I can do with that area. And we have Town in all its origami glory. So again, most of the stuff is going to be just basic intro stuff. One of the cool things is that how Toad Town works is there's actually multiple versions of, or rather, there's multiple map objects and stuff like that. So during the very beginning part here, it's a completely different kind of Toad Town. So it allows me to add in things without ruining the story. And that's very important because you don't want to just have like a random NPC just in the middle of this cutscene, for example. Only thing I kind of do wish is that a lot of this stuff would have stayed here, because it's like it all got destroyed. So I was kind of hoping it would still be there. Yes, it doesn't show up in this scene because it's not normal Toad Town. So I'll have to figure out exactly what I got to do to make it show up. But I'm glad you pointed it out, so thank you. You know, we honestly can just make the origami stay. It's not hard to do, and you know what? I might end up doing that because I want Toad Town to look as full as possible. Alright, give me control of Mario. So we can go ahead and go in here and go through our typical stuff. So at some point, if you guys have been checking out my Paper Mario streams on Sundays, which I should have done this on Sunday because it is the 2-year anniversary of the Origami King. So round of applause, happy early birthday, Olivia. But I felt like it was a perfect time to do this now. Is that line about the Goomba wanting to see Luigi instead of Toad added? I don't think I added that, but I can. So that's actually a good thing. I'm gonna, yeah, I think I'm gonna change that before the update because that's a very, very easy text edit. All right, Luigi, let's go. Let's see what we have going on here. I do kind of wish we got to explore Peach's castle a little bit though, before it became the Origami castle. But oh well. Answer me this question: shouldn't the Mushroom Kingdom unfold and be refolded into glory? Yes, I agree. It should be refolded. Shouldn't the toads be silenced? Well, there's too many of them, so I agree. You already explored Peach's Castle in PM64. Yeah, but that was like 20 years ago. Yes, we will be reborn. We will be reborn, refolded. Yeah, no, like this being an intro was kind of like off the wall, but it does throw you like right into the game, and that's important. So everything here, no plan on changing. Like this can stay the same. I don't really feel the need of changing this part of the game at all, because I just don't. It's the very, very beginning, so I can leave this the same. So this is the 0.55 revision. So what details on the update so far? So the main thing about this and why I didn't name it 6 is that we can now edit the shops, which is the #1 thing. So now we have, we can buy the new food items, not the weapons yet because we still can't code them. Or rather, no, let me not say that. I can't add items to the battle menu yet. But we can edit shops now, so we can have new items in shops, new pricing, stuff like that. Another major thing is that there are a lot of like the artists have made a lot of new characters, and we've been able to fix a lot of the models for some of the NPCs because we figured out a couple new things there that would make them not be all stretchy. Although that's going to still take some time to do. We got Hammer. You know what? I could just leave too, but nope. Also, it just gives me an idea because if the hammer is just like there, and as soon as you get it, you can now use the hammer. I'm wondering if, and this is a big if, like don't quote me on this, but I'm wondering if we could do the same thing, but give Mario like the super or ultra hammer that way. So that's gonna be something in the future to definitely try out. Do another dimension. I gotta go this way. There we go. Oh. There we go. I mean, technically Olivia isn't. Well, I guess you could say. Well, she shouldn't be in. Well, I guess you could say she is between dimensions because she is between 2 dimensions. So. Yeah, they're not going to reference Super Paper Mario, or they're not going to reference the old games at all, period. Like, the old games don't exist. Yeah, sure, we'll press X, but, you know, something that I actually, now that I thought of, we could kind of give Olivia better hint text. Like, her dialogue would be a little bit more interesting. I never really pressed it, but I think that that would be kind of neat to do. Let me get through here. See what's going on with Bowser. It's funny how we get like our first glimpse into the stapler way early in the game from the shadow. Could Olivia reveal the stats of enemies? If, well, the thing is it's I'm not sure if we can make it to where she can talk about the enemies specifically. I would love to, but I'm not entirely sure. Because I know you can use a hint during the battles themselves, but it's not the same thing. Alright, Olivia, let's get through. Honestly, I really don't remember much of the beginning part of the game because I haven't like replayed it. I think like with my playthrough of the Origami King, I've only ever beaten it once, and then I was just done with it after that point. Okay, why do I feel like we're stuck? Alright, yeah, I completely forget where to go. Oh no, never mind. We have to go here. And see Bowser. That's why. Should those of us who are on the team introduce ourselves? Yes! This would be a perfect time for everybody to just talk about who you are, what you've introduced, like, what have you done, your opinion on the game at all. Like, this part right here, since we're still in the early mode, talk about yourselves, because I'm just the guy that puts it together. I don't really do all the fantastic artwork. I can't really make good models. You guys do all of that. So yeah, use this time to say hi. Hold on. I've never noticed that rare, sad Bowser face. You know what? I never really paid attention to it either. But at the same time, I'm wondering why Bowser never got folded into a folded soldier like everybody else. Like, he was just there. At least now we have him as a partner. Sorta, kinda. Yeah, I think I'm kind of used to the new gimmick already by using it, what, twice? See, now, here's the thing. Like, this area right here, this Peach's dungeon, I really feel like this should have been revisited at some point, but you never come back here. I personally think that it would have been fantastic if you did. And you know what? I'm going to attempt to make that possible because I do have some ideas. If we can keep Peach's Castle, like, imagine this. Imagine if we could keep Peach's Castle and explore through it before it changes into the Origami Castle. I think that would be nice. And actually, it may be possible to do so. And then like there's like nothing in that room either, so like we can make a room. Body was too bulky for them to make a folded soldier out of him. I mean, on the one hand, yeah, Bowser is big, but yeah, we're not going to join. Bowser is big, but I mean, they've also made paper macho soldiers, so you never got to see Luigi. So sad, he never got to see Luigi. Alright. You know what? I think I'm going to change that text to prepare to be refolded. Okay, that's fine. I don't need to explain exactly what's going on. Paper macho soldiers were artificial. I mean, yeah, I get it. Like, the text changes are really easy to do. So, that's no problem. Another thing, too, and this is also something that I know a lot of people are going to request, but I can reduce the amount of messages that Olivia gives you during this battle, because it's just literally just reducing text. That way you can like kind of skip through it a little bit faster and just get straight to the point. And I definitely think I'm going to do that because I kind of am tired of pressing A. Aw, man, it got great the last one. Yeah, no, the earlier game definitely drags on, but that's okay. That is okay. You know something? I just thought about this. So, this battle right here teaches you jumping and using your hammer. But then, when you get to the forest, you redo that. And so, I think what I'm going to attempt to... Actually, no, not what I'm going to attempt. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit those other two battles and remove the tutorial entirely because this is the tutorial. There's no need to go through it like 3-4 times. We add a skip option. We can't. Because this is all scripted. So I won't be able to skip anything. Although if I ever, I mean, once we get to the point where we can like change scripting and stuff like that, yeah, I will do, I really want to edit just how text works in general because I want to be able to skip through text faster. I want to be able to go back through text like I used to in the old games, but I'm not sure how to pull that off yet. Okay, it's the man of the hour himself, Yellow Shy Guy. But it's actually King Ali and his dumb haircut. Alright, I think there's one tutorial. Oh, right, sliding. I forgot about that. Yeah, so I can probably make slide. Well, I may be able to add sliding into that battle. I'm not entirely sure yet. Really curious as to how he got all this power to do all this, though. Now, all of this here is honestly like a pre-recorded video. So, like, if I had really good movie making skills, I could change this entire cutscene. But I don't, so, you know. Yeah, no, so you should definitely be able to go through Peach's castle and go through the underground and stuff like that. Because, I mean, look at that. Like, the entire castle got picked up, and there was nothing left. There's no underground. So, that should have been something that was doable. Oh yeah, no, it's definitely a good cutscene. Like I wouldn't change this cutscene, but like if I could add to it or whatever, I would do that. Yeah, I gotta save. Okay, now, with all that being said, we've gone through the cutscene stuff. From this point on, there's going to be some changes, and I will go through all of that. So, first, this little wake up portion, nothing really changed here. I didn't need to do this part. But if I hold on. I gotta find Olivia first. I think she's like in a tree. I can't remember which tree she's in. No? Not these trees. And I'm definitely going like in memory right now. Oh, good. Got our confetti bag finally. Okay, now let's go ahead and get through this map. Took me far too long to make it out of the opening area. The singular platform. Oh, yeah, like, you don't really notice it until you go down. Put the castle cutscene from the first Paper Mario, and now compared to this game's cutscene. Oh, yeah, no, I mean, well, it's definitely reminiscent of the first one. Gotta smash all these flowers. I don't want enough confetti. I want all the confetti. Give me all of the confetti. Okay, we're good. Anything else is just overkill at this point, but I kind of want it anyway. I think you just need 2. No, I need 3. Alright. Now we can finally get Olivia. Like, yeah, no, missing the stairs is 100% doable because it's like your natural thought is to really go left or right. You don't really go down too much in Paper Mario. The reason why I'm not adding the new UI is because it is not ready to use. HP is, however, and the confetti bag is, but the coins isn't, because what would happen is when you would press pause, where you see the HP in the confetti bag and everything now, it would be in the way of this, so I still have to edit it. So for right now, I still gotta hold off on the new UI. You make the game show how many blocks you've hit instead of only the percentage? I don't know, but I've also never tried, so I think I want to try doing that now. And yes, we're definitely going to use Candy Cane Hills as guides. Give me that. So, first very, very simple change. I edited the text on some of the items. So this one, plain mushroom, heals 5 HP. I wanted to make sure that all the items actually tell you how much they heal. So that way you know exactly, you know, what you're eating. So this enemy should be the tutorial. Before you actually get to the tutorial area, this should be everything. So running into this as soon as you walk up is going to run into you. And it'll start the wave battle. So that way you can go ahead and just knock out every tutorial right here. So, let's go ahead and do this. So this is I think this is the one that's going to be, no, it's not sliding, actually. Never mind. Oh yeah, it is the sliding one, yeah, because it's going to show sliding, I mean, the spinning with the jump, and then sliding with the hammer. And yeah, no, I think that one of the biggest hurdles in this game is the fact that the tutorial takes so long to get through. Like that. And then the hammer, which now this should be the sliding one. Oh, no, never mind. Let's rotate. I don't remember where I put the sliding tutorial then. I may have accidentally gotten rid of the sliding tutorial, actually. Hopefully I didn't. Now we can just go ahead and knock these out like normal. Can we talk about how much about the red streamer battle theme is? It is actually really, really good. I will say the music in this game is pretty alright, if you ask me. And I had a cup of water, and I don't know what I did with it. Oh well. Autumn Mountain is better. I will say that. Okay, so now, right here at this point, you've done your tutorial battle. That's it. No more tutorials. Until, like, you know, get to the boss, but that's it. I do like this little cutscene, though. Because now we can actually say, like, we've been through the intro part, we know what we got to do, we see our goal in mind, we've done the tutorials, now the rest of the game is going to go ahead and start. And that was my overall goal of doing that. So now, once we get through Olivia's text. Okay, so completely forgot about this. That's some test stuff. I'm not going to run into that Koopa, because I didn't plan on having this Koopa here. So ignore the Koopa, ignore the block. That shouldn't be there. I'm gonna change that. Now, here's something that actually is going to be a change. So we have a Goomba here. I'm not gonna run into it and fight it. Not gonna waste my time with that one. But I did change what enemies we do run into. So I've added Paragoombas into the beginning area. So now you're gonna fight Goombas and Paragoombas together. Although I really wish Paragoombas would just fly. Oh, right. This is the use 2 items tutorial. I forgot about that. So, never mind. The first 3 battles do take you through the tutorials. Even though there really shouldn't be one for this. In my opinion. Um, I'm going to take out the Paragoombas because they actually do more damage. Now, I'll let Olivia go through this. I want to make sure that this doesn't lock up because I didn't. Okay, no, we're good. We're good. We're good. The Origami Kingdom is my favorite Paper Mario soundtrack. TTYD is close. TTYD's music is really, really good. 64 has a special place in my heart though because it's, you know, the game I grew up with. Zalon and Color Splash for Paragoombas wish they could fly higher. They can fly higher. They just don't. But anyway, that being said, so yeah, you're going to run into Paragoombas and Goombas in the forest and in the campsite. So those are going to be the two types of enemies that you see here. Not going to bother with that one. I think I got to jump on this or pull that. No, not that one. That's right, that one. Oh, right, this. Hey, welcome to the Refolded stream. I'm not going to do the leaf thing right now. I want to do this. You're going to see so much Can Hills in this first chapter. Yes, you will, but not immediately during this stream. And the reason why is because there is a material issue that I have with the Candy Cane Hills. Oh, give me this. Okay. There's a material issue that I've had with the Candy Cane Hill that has nothing to do with anything that you made for it, but it's something that the game is doing, which basically what's happening is it's making it flash when you are like far away from it for some reason. So never explain why Birdo disappears. Because Birdo is Birdo. Thinking of remodeling them. That's fine if you remodel them because I still have to fix the material issue thing anyway. Okay, so like that Goomba just got hit by that log and I thought it was coming over to me to beat me up. Yeah, no, they're still in the game. Like, they're not... Oh, of course. But anyway, yeah, no, they're still in the game. There's just one small thing I gotta fix, and then we're golden. Okay, give me this. Thank you very much. So in the beginning area here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 fights. Oh, right, this is going to make me do this. Until... Yeah, I forgot about this. And there's about 6 or 7 fights that you can actually go through. So if you're a person that wants to like rack up on coins and stuff like that, you can go ahead and fight them all if you'd like to. But again, I don't make anything absolutely necessary. Although, something I do want to do, you see this misty forest going on right now? I want to do that again. Like, I want to recreate that somehow. Okay, what is the situation with exploration and collecting other collectibles? Heart pieces, folded toast, da, da, da. Okay, so the best way to explain that is I haven't changed how you get collectibles or anything yet. Because we've all talked about how to, like what we wanted to do, what we wanted to change the collectibles into. But we haven't done those yet because it hasn't been a priority. but we already know exactly what we want to do with it. So the heart pieces themselves, everything that's in the game already hasn't been changed. However, I did add some secret blocks that do contain some heart pieces, and if you can find them, then your total HP by the end of the game is going to go from 200 to 400, which is going to give you the max amount of attack that you can possibly have in the game. And that is going to be useful for something that I make way later on down the line. What's the progress on adding an experience system? Well, right now, there's no way to create a value to count experience points right now. I've made star points like a model for it, just so like when the time comes we can use that. But as it stands right now, there is no value or anything that we can actually use. So we've been trying to figure out what else that we can do with it. But another major thing that we've been trying to figure out is, even if we do make an experience system, what would it do? And what I mean by that is, with the older Paper Mario games, you would either increase your HP, increase FP, or increase BP. So since there's no BP in this game, and there's no FP, and there's only HP, what do we level up? And I think that's what we got to figure out first. Okay. Completely forgot about this fight. Oh, right. Ring move tutorial. Everything here is still going to be tutorial stuff. If that's the case, then the enemies really need to be beefed up. Yes, they will be. And that's the main goal, which is why I'm not telling anybody where all these heart pieces are yet. There will be a guide that I make on like secret items and stuff like that you can find, but not right now. And a Pit of 100 Trials type thing is something I am going for. But the main reason why I want to increase the overall health is because I plan on making extra areas for you to actually explore, which then would of course require increasing enemy health and attacks and defense and a whole bunch of stuff in the future. Level up the amount of coins you can carry. Well, see, there's two things that you can level up in this game. And the first thing is HP, and the other one is confetti. So, the stuff that I've been trying to do here recently... Alright, there's nothing in there because I broke it. The stuff that I've been trying to do here recently on Twitter was... I just now figured out... Let me throw this seed in here. I just now figured out by accident that we can give a negative value to stuff. So if I can make it so when you use an item or use a weapon, it subtracts confetti, then I could basically make FP. Yeah, coins don't need a level up, but I will let everybody know right now. I do want to remove the 1,000 coin bag, and hear me out on this one. I feel like the fact that it's so easy to get coins that there's like no, it's just so easy to just stock up on stuff, buy stuff, whatever, whatnot. So the end goal is, as I'm going to add in the selling system to where you have to sell items and different things that you get to get the coins that you need for stuff. It's like paint from Color Splash. It is exactly like paint from Color Splash. Confetti is 100% the exact same thing as paint from Color Splash. I don't think I have enough. Do I have enough? No, I don't. Yeah, as it stands, shop prices should be doubled. But if I just remove the, well, I mean, I guess I could double it. The only items you can't afford the first time you run through are the collectibles are overpriced, and I don't think anybody wants to wants rocks as a collectible. Eat this. Looks like it's almost intentional that it takes 30 minutes until the first toad appears in the game. Yeah, kind of. I will say I do love this song though. Feeling kind of sappy now. It's like I'm super happy now. I'm feeling big and burly, and it must be surely that you. Oh, sap. Okay, that's them talking. Here I go now. Here I go now. Here I go now. Wow. And then he just like explodes and gets hair. Love this silver gunner rip the match is happy sappy. Oh, really? I gotta listen to that. Like, link me that, because I have to listen to that. Okay. Don't need to be excuse me. Don't need to come back to the forest anymore. Metal Crusher wears fabulous and ain't got rhythm. Oh yeah. See, Silva Gunner's Siva Gunner, excuse me. Siva Gunner's rips are always high quality, and I appreciate them. How many Siva Gunner rips have Phineas and Ferb in them? Now I want to check that out. There you go, Toad. Oh yeah, no, Phineas and Ferb was an amazing show. Like, really, really good. Yeah, Toad abuse, okay. Whatever. And thus begins the Toad hunt. The China really censored the human rights and Toad abuse. Yeah, I want to see what it is in Spanish too, because it might be cooler. 2020, Siva did a week-long takeover of Phineas and Ferb rips to celebrate the second movie. Oh! Well, I'm upset that I didn't pay attention to that. More Goombas. A lot of this stuff I'm going to skip because it's just going to be different fights. Also, pretty much every fight is different. I don't want to rest. I do not want to rest. Can't face all those folded soldiers alone. You're all I've got. Yeah, it's just you and me. Throughout the entire game. I wonder if I can just like leave all these toads here and just like skip this entire place. I think I can. Huh. I've never really just like not saved the toads, but apparently you can just not save the toads. That's interesting. Okay, Toad Town. So here's going to be the first major change. As long as this doesn't crash. Good, doesn't crash. Okay, okay, that scared me for a second. Anytime there's a long pause, I feel like something is going to crash. So, before I start fighting these Goombas, one thing I want to say is a lot of stuff changed in Toad Town, and this is where a lot of the text recently changed, and this is what's going to be different in this next update. And there's a reason why. After we beat up these Goombas. How do you plan on rebat? Something broke. Well, this battle broke. It crashed. Give me a second. Well, that's always fun. So while I fix this, give me a moment, because I need to see exactly why that happened. And I don't really remember. So give me a second here. Again, all this is expected. This is why we do tests, and this is why I'm doing this live, so that way you guys can check it out. But this won't take too long. I promise. So all I need to do is check out and see exactly where it broke. So let me go ahead and like wait right here. I'm gonna wait right here in that location while I fix this, because I already know where to do this at. Here we go. Okay, this is World 1. Okay, let's get Mario over here so that way you all can see him. Oh yeah, and like testing on console, there's certain things that crash that I don't expect. Because for some reason, and I don't get why, but there are certain things that crash on console that don't crash in the emulator, and what I found is that the main reason for that is due to the fact that there are region changes. So due to the region changes, sometimes that just happens. Okay, so that is this fight here. And actually, I'm not entirely sure why this breaks. Alright, so from what I am looking at, nothing really looks changed. So, here's what we're going to do. Bear with me, because I'm going to need to edit a file so I can get through this battle really quick. So, let's see. 1 second. Let me hide that. You can't see the secrets that what goes behind the scenes here. Okay. 1 moment. Let me close this. Do you have live demonstration of Origami 1? I could do that, honestly. Is that something that you guys want to see? Like, do you want to see like how we do this? this. Go into here. The Goomba's supposed to say that line. They are supposed to say that line, yes. Wonder if there'll ever be an official an adaptation of Paper Luigi and the Marvelous Compass. I see there's a Twitter that goes on about that, but I don't know if that's like a legit thing or it's like a fan-made thing that somebody's just doing. So, okay, trying this again. If what I did works, then I know what the issue was. And that means I just gotta edit a battle. But that's okay. As long as we just need to get past this little hurdle. And this is why we do testing. So there is a fan-made Paper Luigi thing. So like, is that like an actual TTYD mod? Because I just see a Twitter, but I don't know if it's a real thing. Okay, that's what I thought. It wasn't like a... Okay. Alright, trying this again. No. Still have another crash. Let me see why. Worst case scenario, I gotta save that gets past this little issue here. So, one moment while I see exactly what the issue is. Oh yeah, broke. Definitely broke. That's okay. This is why we do this. Because I didn't remember ever editing this battle. So now I'm curious on if it's something to do with... Here we go. Okay, bear with me here. Like I said, worst case scenario, I'll just do my save past that area. Okay. Yeah, because see, I don't have nothing major happening with that area. Okay. Alright, so this is what I'm going to do here. Let me go back one screen. Just because the game like auto saves when you leave a screen. And I'm going to get us to a point where we can just skip that. Okay. Now, why is it that happens? Okay. So what I'm doing, I know you guys aren't really able to see this right now, is I'm checking through the files themselves, because there is something going on with that battle, and there shouldn't be anything going on with that battle. Actually, it's not going anything on with the battle, period. So Okay, here we go. Let me open up my test folder here and grab another save. All right, so really quick, I want to shout out to ZX Many because they had like a bunch of saves for different points in the game, which makes testing very, very easy. And there is a save for just before this area, which is perfect. So all I gotta do is just put that in, and then we'll be fine. Definitely, yeah. ZX Many to the rescue. I don't think they're here in the stream, but thank you very much. All right, so let me inject this save, and I'll be right back. So we're going to take that out and pull this up. Okay. Actually, you know what? I have a fast way of doing this. Here's a fast way of doing this. Oh yeah, definitely put that on the bugs fixes list. There's another way of doing this that's going to be a lot faster. I'm going to be jumping in and out between mod version, non-mod version, just to get through some stuff, and that's fine. But like I said, this is what I meant by there are certain crashes that happen on console that don't happen on emulator, and I recommend everyone play on emulator if you have the ability to. But I do want to make sure and optimize this mod for the console players because that is the best experience. So, just for this moment, let me go ahead and get through this battle. And then I can also see exactly why this wasn't working before, too. Ah, okay. Now I know. Because this is the slide tutorial. And I believe what I did for this fight... Let me see. Okay, for this fight, I believe I may have accidentally removed... Yep. I accidentally removed the event for it, so that's actually an easy fix. So, alright, let's just get through this really quick. This is why we test stuff. Alternatively, I can just like change this battle entirely, but it's because it's a scripted thing where that's where it's kind of iffy. Like, if you mess with it, it may or may not work. That's why I wanted to avoid that as much as possible. So yeah, thank you, Slide Tutorial, for making this just annoying. Yeah, no, I removed the event on accident. Like, I was doing so many tests with so many different possibilities for battles because I wanted to remove a whole lot of nonsensical stuff that no one wanted to deal with because, again, the tutorials in this game take a really, really long time. And with all the text you gotta go through, yeah. But luckily, this is the only like thing we have to deal with. I like only got one excellent on that, so. Okay, now that that is out of the way, I can go back here. There's no in-game reason for the ring puzzles? Really? So if the game itself doesn't say to do a ring puzzle, then why are we doing ring puzzles? That's interesting. Okay, so now that we're through that, let me save. And then I'm going to reload the mod. So, okay. Do that. Give me a second here. Let me reload this. The game gives no explanation for the rings. Then why are we doing them? Like, that makes no sense to me. Alright, here we go. There's no endgame reason in TTYD why every battle is on the theater stage. I mean, yeah. Okay, so now that we have to take a little detour, kind of mess up the flow of stuff, that's okay. This is why we do these tests. And I figured, you know, it'd be nice to have everyone else see what goes on in this. But now, I can actually show what Toad Town looks like, which is what I was trying to get to in the beginning. Well, yeah, the story did get turned into a play at the end, but that was at the end. So, in the very beginning, before walking to Toad Town, you are first going to be introduced by the Toad Town guards. And if I kind of move around here, you can kind of see some residents of Toad Town. And here's why. So pay very close attention to the text and everything that you're going to read here. So as soon as you walk right here, before Olivia would say, so this is Toad Town, but there's like no one here, we've changed it to say this is Toad Town and thought it'd be a lot busier so that we can have these NPCs in here. Now, the main reason why I do this, I want to explain this a little bit, is because there's an issue when you're trying to change NPCs that are scripted in Toad Town for some reason. So I forced the game to always show NPCs and like forego scripts entirely. So to do that, I had to kind of make some executive decisions so that way the story made sense. So instead of Toad Town being empty, it's just busier. I mean, well, less busy. Hopefully that makes sense to everybody. And then we get our first encounter with some paper macho creatures. This is going to be a very, very quick fight here. My brother must be powering it somehow. Well, yeah, that's why we're going to beat it up. Easiest fight ever. There we go. And there goes our Paper Macho tutorial. Now, I'm not going to fight with the Paper Macho Goombas around town because I don't really need to. But if you can remember from everybody that's played this game, The macho Goombas around town make the toads around them that are like nearby afraid and fearful. So you only really have some of these NPCs that are here, but they're not really around the Goombas, so that way it doesn't really affect them. So, again, a lot of clever tricks to make it seem, to make it seem like it doesn't break the story. Also this, too. Dad says not to go into pipes by myself until I'm older. Man, grown-ups get to have all the fun. Totally unfair. I'll spend a lot of time here with Toad Town. Because I am aware of some other crashes that I do need to fix. So this is why it's perfect time for me to do this. I still think we can do more as far as different kinds of toads. I know everybody's really excited about the genders and stuff like that and ages, but there are no old toads, meaning like grandma, grandpa type toads. I'm not really worried about the festival. I've been preoccupied with playing the new Fire Emblem on my Switch. Huh? What's Fire Emblem? Do you live under a rock? Shout out to TTYD Toad and his love for Fire Emblem on the GBA. Intelligent Systems, if you are watching, we love your games. We just want more from them. That's all. I also want to, like, an idea that I had, I just haven't done it yet. I wanted to change, like, the colors of the houses and stuff like that. So that way they, just look a little bit different. Let's see what Dad has to say. Sorry, bub. Afraid there's no fixing this anytime soon. You're gonna have to find yourself another way around. Yeah, old lady Toad, perfect. Now, stuff like this, the actual story important NPCs, not going to change. Because it's going to mess with stuff. And I didn't change this text because like it was no real need, I don't think. In my opinion. A special manhole hook to get down here. For a red shotgun, like, oh yeah, the whole thing about changing the red shotgun and stuff like that. I didn't forget to do that. It was just like wasn't a priority to do that. Yeah, I don't think anybody's lining up to go to the sewers, but it would be cool for it to just be an underground hangout for young toads. Oh, I didn't let that spin fast enough, but hearts now have eyes. Everything has eyes. So thank you, Gray Fox, for that. Imagine if we can insert ourselves, the devs, as cameos. We can, actually. Get out of here. Feel unprofessional. I mean, on the one hand, it may feel unprofessional. On the other hand, Game Freak did it. Like, they just put all their characters in one building. So, I mean, it's a thing that can be done. Oh, yeah. I need to, the skip squeaks, I need to put those down there. I almost forgot to do that, so I'm glad that she said something. All you can eat cotton candy is the best part of the Origami Festival. And then we have, so an idea that I had these toads with nice jackets, I was going to have be like the servants for the rich house. But I may not be able to pull that off. Let me not go that way yet, because there's something else that I haven't shown that I really don't want to spoil. Let me save here first. Alright, now let's make our way through this way. So, first things first. Toadette, why are you walking into a door, actually? I need to go there. Get out of the way. So, I gotta move Toadette because I wasn't expecting her to be running into a door. But, where I decided to place Toadette is in kind of this general area, but more so away from the building. But I was going to use her as kind of a guide to kind of show you where things are here in Toad Town. That way, if you're ever lost, just ask Toadette. So, Picnic Road is to the north, the tram to Autumn Mountain is right here, and the Great Sea is to the east. See, Mario, without me, you'd be lost. You also need to get out of the way, though. Okay, now, I do remember something about this crashing. That's why I saved, so if so, I might have to do the trick again. Maybe. It feels close to Paper Jam Toadette. Honestly, I don't really remember Paper Jam Toadette. Ah, now I know what you're talking about now. I mean, feel free to change any of the dialogue. I just wanted her to be a guide. How'd you say about it? It would be cool to add devs as characters. Oh yeah, like it's something that definitely can be done. We just need to figure out a place for them. Okay. Go away. I wasn't. Come on. I didn't want to fight those Goombas. Those were just pointless fights there. Give me that mushroom. Every candy cane hill is green and retired. And that's why they took them out of the Origami King. Maybe we could be in a theater. Oh, that is a really good idea. Putting them in the theater, because we can put them in the theater after the events of Blue Streamer. And if we did it like that, let me talk to this Toad up here. If we did it like that, then we can have like special dialogue and whatever. Mario, I saw something move in the barrel by the pier. Honest. And what it's referring to is the Rocky Ranch over there. I'm not going to bother with it. But so far, everything that you see here, these are the NPCs of Toad Town that aren't standard Toads. Anything else that shows up here are going to be the normal Toads that you find throughout the game as you find characters. So. See the new item. I haven't made many new item models just yet. However, we do have Rolf's shop sign, because it does show here during this part of Toad Town. But Rolf's not here, so we can't do anything though. Yeah, I would love to add new dialogue. That's my number one thing. Like, being able to add new dialogue is the only thing missing from being able to just outright add NPCs, because we can't give them dialogue. This is going to be an experiment here. So, first off, I changed the color of the museum toad to be a standard colored toad. And the reason why that I did that was simply because I just wanted a regular colored. I don't think I've ever seen the regular colored glasses toad. And I wanted to keep like yellow toads in the yellow streamer area. Alright, so we've seen the other parts of Toad Town. I haven't gone into any of the buildings or anything like that because there's a whole lot of stuff that you still got to do for that. But here's going to be the first major change, the first major experiment with the game that I'm hoping to be able to do this in the future. And that, as long as... Nope! Crash! Knew it! Alright. So, that's okay. Was expecting that. And I believe I know why this happens. So first off, here we go. One moment. So the reason why I believe that for this crash isn't because it's a new area, but because of how the game is scripting it on console. On during again on emulator, no issues. And I'll show that in a second. Like everything that we can't show now because of whatever crash, I'll still be able to show before we end up here. So don't worry about that. But the major thing is I just want to at least get past story stuff per se. Only thing is I also don't really understand why it would have done that in the first place. So, give me a moment. I'm just going to make a sprite sheet because I don't have access to Adobe Illustrator anymore. Well, if you need a hookup on Adobe Illustrator, I know a guy. Okay, bear with me here. Let me see what's going on with the underground. Okay. Use website. There's a website? I didn't even know that. Okay. Anyway. So what I wanted to show, and I will show later, is that I did change an entire map. But now I see that console doesn't really like that, so that's okay. Free online Photoshop. That is... Wow. I wish I would have known that, like, years ago. Okay. Here we go. Skip through here. Get through the underground. Kind of sucks, though. That's, like, one of the major errors I did want to show, though. That's okay. Photopea and works surprisingly well. Now we have boring yellow lemonade museum toad. And no matter how much I match buttons, I can't skip through this text. That's okay. Yeah, we'll go back to Toad Town in a moment. And I'm going to try something too. I feel like one of the reasons why for the crash issue, aw man, was because of the light needed to be changed. Because that is a thing you have to do. You actually can skip through some text you've seen before? Huh. Here we go. This would be a cool place for poison bloopers. I mean, it would definitely be neat. I don't know if you want to have poison bloopers that soon though. Phone we can hold B to speed, run through the text. Yeah, see, that's what we all want to do. We'll get to that point eventually. It'll happen. Let me knock these guys out. Could you figure out how to add a light switch to the new area? The light switch is already in the new area by default because the switch itself is a map object. The thing is that it's coded to do something, and that is why it crashes on console. Because it's expecting it to be, to turn on and off. But I just removed it entirely after it's already set to on. So me doing what we're doing now and getting through it actually might allow us to go back and see it now. Oh yeah, definitely a lot of bats, for sure. Alright. Now we're in the main underground area. So let's go ahead and get through this story so I can get back to showing the mod. So far, I want to know everyone's opinions on what's been done, what's been changed so far. Because again, a lot of this beginning part is still just early beginning gameplay. Yeah, the paper skater ass and swoopers were both missing from the base. Really? Oh, right. Yeah, you had to import them from Color Splash. I forgot about that. It's weird that would be a thing, though. This is going to be easy sweep getting through this. The good thing with the enemies, though, is that Scrooge did take a lot of the time and import a lot of enemy NPCs from Color Splash that have a folded soldier version. And we will be seeing those. Just got to figure out exactly where to put them all. Alright, let's get this done. Okay. Now we can go back to the other side of Toad Town. I didn't understand the special NPCs. Oh, right. We have PD and everything too. But the main thing is just trying to figure out exactly where to put everything. And that's been the hardest thing. So, my goal has also been to just make completely new areas. Now, before we continue here, I'm going to try to go back and see if the reason why it wouldn't load was because you had to turn the lights on first. Which, if so, that's the dumbest thing. But let me see. Give me a moment here. Okay. Change this. Alright. Yeah, Yoshi was gone. Pretty much all the bros were gone. Because there was no reason to use them. That's why they never did. One of the factors were that we couldn't ask them for 3D parts. Actually, we can now. We can do that. Like, if that's something that you, if you want to make that happen, I know how to make that happen now. Basically, only has one single reference to Yoshi's. I didn't even know they even had a reference to Yoshi. Okay, let me try this again. If this doesn't crash, then I know what the issue is, and it's something stupid. Okay, yeah, never mind. I just got to not go back that way. Did it bring back all the unique port prisoner? Oh yeah, right. You can't go back to certain spots. Okay, so the way I'm thinking of how to do stuff right now, one of the major things to figure out with the game is why stuff does crash on console, but not on in Yuzu or Ryujinx or whatever the other emulator is called. And I'm wondering if it has to be the game version itself, and if so, I actually would know what to do for that. So it wouldn't really be a problem. I don't think. Okay. Let's get through here and get through Luigi, because we are almost at Picnic Road. We're just going to have a lot more changes. It'll be fun to visit again somehow. Yeah? Well, so an idea that I had, I wanted to actually explore that mountain that you are on before you, like when you go up to the Origami Castle. I want to go through that mountain. It's interesting how even Luigi knows that he's in between dimensions. I mean, that would be the only, like, very slight possible reference to Super Paper Mario is the fact that he understands that he's in between a dimension. But that's a far-fetched throwing it out there kind of thing. Luigi's in Flipside, yes. So when I first played this game, I could not figure out where was this thing. Okay, where's this at? 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 There it is. There it is. Also, this is like the first time I ever, like, you ever see Luigi without his hat in Paper Mario. Yeah, the whole castle's just gone. That amounts to bone being thrown for the... Yeah, that is... Yeah, it's just like... Honestly, I highly doubt that that's even a Super Paper Mario reference at all. Ollie is an edgy boy, yes. I don't really need to look around here for clues. Pretty good on this. Yeah, no hat Luigi in this game is interesting to look at. It's interesting though how Olivia does wish that her brother was nice like Luigi. That is kind of sad though. Like, not really thinking much into it, but it is kind of sad that she does want to have a regular relationship with her brother, but he is crazy. I don't. Everyone expected the favorite brothers to have eyebrows. I honestly was not paying attention to the fact that Luigi had eyebrows. Ollie's a very emotional child. Yeah, I mean, they both are children. Oh, this fight is crashing too. It seems like all the fights in and around Toad Town have issues. That's very interesting. Okay. That's definitely something that I'm going to have to look into as to why the fights in Toad Town are crashing. I'm not sure if anyone ended up making sprites for the shopkeeper Toad. And I'm going to need to look up why there's issues specifically with Toad Town battles, because there weren't any issues with any of the other battles. But that's okay. Because again, all this is new that we've been messing with as far as like changing the battle encounters and stuff like that. Oh yeah, no, you can't visit any floor of the Big Show Theater after you clear the blue streamer at all. And it's not necessarily forcing NPCs, because I didn't change any of the NPCs in the battles themselves. I haven't touched the battles for Toad Town at all, is the thing. Not even the underground. So, but again, it's all experimental stuff that we're messing with. Another thing too, and this is just a hypothetical, but if hold on, let me fight this. Yeah, I know you're in between dimensions. Let me fight this. It may be due to the version of the game I'm playing on. So that was another thought that I have, and I do know how to get rid of that. Now, I did change the battles in Picnic Road. So, my thought process there is, if the battles of Picnic Road got changed, then and they crash, then it's hold on. Let's hit rip. There. Are playthrough tracks even worth it in this game? They do 2 damage to everything on the board, so take that with what you will. Hey, I rescued all the toads in Toad Town. Okay, now let me hit the save block and then reload the mod. And thank you for this mushroom. I appreciate it. Okay. 1 second here. Yeah, no, the Origami King definitely reuses the tape. And I don't know why they really like using tape. But they really like using tape. So. Okay. So then the first trailer for this game when it shadow dropped into... I honestly don't even remember the trailer for this game, like, period. I just remember it's being, hey, this is a new Paper Mario game, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, I didn't beat Color Splash. And I don't even think I beat Sticker Star. I got to the final boss and just, like, didn't do it. But yeah, no, let's do this now. Yeah, I'll still be here for a while showing off a couple things. Because I'm going to show off two versions. I'm going to show off what I have on console, and then I'm going to show what I've been doing on the emulator, since that one doesn't have these weird issues, which doesn't make any sense. Okay, so, Picnic Road. First major thing at Picnic Road. If you can see it in the far distance, I'm gonna just like let this image play out. So we have shaded Koopas in front of us. There's a shaded Paratroopa in the back, like way in the back corner there, and some Paragoombas. So the enemies you're gonna fight here are gonna be Koopas, Paragoombas, and Paratroopas. And we're not stopping to have a picnic. And I hope I don't get hit first. Do not get hit first. Okay, good. Now, let me see. Make sure this doesn't crash. Good, good. Okay. Oh, you know what? I forgot to change something. Give me 1 second. I just realized what I did. I realized a mistake. Realized something that I forgot to change back, rather. This won't take long. I promise. Okay, put a T back at the end of this. So what I'm doing, just so you guys know why I stopped the screen, is that, you know, since my Switch is modded so I can do this, I'm going into Gold Leaf and just changing, like, the folder names or file names and stuff like that. That's all I'm doing. It's just I'd rather not show that on stream, so... But it's okay to talk about, because, you know. Anyway, now let's try to fight it again, where it's supposed to be. After Olivia talks about being lazy. Yeah, Toad Town is just weird. It's like very specific with stuff. So yeah, now here's what's supposed to happen. So, from this point on in the game, let me put this back. So, from this point on in the game, you should not be running into any regular Goombas. Period. Like, at all. I mean, guaranteed. No more Goombas for the, like, regular Goombas for the rest of the game. So that way, the challenge, the difficulty does, I wouldn't say spike here, because you can still beat Koopas in one hit. Oh, never mind. Not one hit. But the whole point is that you're going to get more variety of enemies. Okay. Let me actually fight some other stuff. Be something good here. It's just coins. Here we go. And we also get to see the abandoned red Koopa. I'm still mad that this red Koopa was in the game already by default, and they just chose not to use him. Oh, that Koopa? Well, I meant to change that butterfly color, but you are talking about... Okay, Olivia, please stop talking. That one. And it was like, I just saw like a white flash for a second, so there must be missing texture or something. But here's the blue Koopa. I forgot where I put the yellow Koopa. Deep Jeeps have a full color swap but aren't used. That is also pretty lame. Dang it, I got hurt. I got hit. Yeah, that's what it is. It needs a jumping sprite. I'm actually took quite a bit of damage though, because paratroopers, because you don't really even see paratroopers until yellow streamer, so they actually will do a little bit more damage than you than regular Koopas will. So this is the part of the game where stuff actually does start getting a little more difficult, and a lot more difficult actually. So I need to cheer. I wish the entrance to the Earth Elemental Shrine had more shell species around it. Huh. No paratroopers until Fire Elemental Cave. Wow. And that's actually a good idea. I want to use this mushroom, but it's only going to heal me 5, so I'm gonna risk it. Good. Shelly! Yes, I can add Shelly. Okay, I lied. There are some Goombas. Honestly, I don't think I was really ready for this fight. Personally. Let me take these out now. Our center updated sprites. Yeah, I believe I still have them. Oh, no, it's still 50. Hold on. I'm pretty sure I changed that to 5, but okay. Where's the badge that ups your power as your health? Oh, well, yeah, we don't have that badge. Thought of one line for rescue personnel folded into a butterfly. What is the line? Because, I mean, we are, you know, all for changing the dialogue to make it more interesting. How do you type text faces without turning to emojis? I don't know even myself. So, Parabeetles, Shelly, around the Earth Elemental Temple, that would actually be neat to do. Okay, let me see something here. That's interesting. Okay. So check this out. And I didn't know this until just now. So we absolutely do need... Okay. So we absolutely do need support for Data Battle Elf in the Origami Wand, because apparently using a mushroom outside of battle gives you a different HP. And that's actually really interesting. And it's also really weird. I'm taking 80 damage in a battle. Oh yeah, no, 5 HP definitely won't be enough, but that's why we're gonna change. We're changing a lot of things for the battle system. It's just the same file that I need to change the healing. It's the same file that I need to change battle damage entirely. Really bad situation. Yeah, no, all Koopas can apparently do is just walk into things slowly, so. Let's fight this. Koopa could dream to fly. Well, one of the things, so there is a paratroopa that I changed into, that I made one of the butterflies, and I think one of the default lines is, I will flap until I fly, or something like that. That is something that Colorado would say, I believe. So, talking about modern Paper Mario and older style Paper Mario, I believe that modern Paper Mario is Super Mario Brothers Mario, but paper, instead of Paper Mario, if that makes any kind of sense. And now we gotta get these shell stones. So that's that. Now, this toad here, if I hit it, is going to change into a Koopa because I have to make something to replace this face. So watch this. Oh, no, actually it turns into that, actually. And it's supposed to be... That's actually supposed to be Rolf. I forgot to change that. How can you spoil the documentary? Okay. This. It was a Magic Koopa, but I changed the Magic Koopa into something else for the time. Let's see, what is this? Is that the face of the infamous Big Head Toad? Yes, it is. It is the Big Head Toad. Okay, so for the rest of this area, we still have a bunch of paratroopas. Go away. Let's see. This is supposed to be a red Koopa. I wonder if it stays red. Yeah. Okay, good. I did fix that. Because this was an issue that it was a red Koopa that turned green or something like that. Now this, I did keep the same because all of these toads just like go away. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna leave all the rest of those away. And an old guy in a chair, well, all you would need is basically, you would need these animations. You would just need the animation of him wanting to fight, and talking, and I think just walking and blinking. Let me see. We need more colors popping around the flag. That I can do. Yeah, okay, so for the Battle Lab Toad, I think you really only need like a few sprites to actually change him. Just from looking at what I just saw. Let's go ahead on to Overlook Mountain. So, Overlook Mountain, what did I change here? There's a couple things here. Talk, walk, blink, plus a different set of animations. Ah, right. Forgot about that. So a couple things here. I can't change the Monty Mole NPC here at all, or the Koopas at all, because they're scripted, and touching it will just ruin it. And we have a Koopa here. Now Koopa is our guide. You didn't get the sign being... Oh! Yeah, I completely forgot about that. Honestly. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let me get this locust. Here we go. I didn't get the oh, did I not send it to me? And I'll add it. For sure, I'll add it. Got Nerd Toad teaching us how to do stuff. Okay, let's go over here to the Monty Bowl and do this. We can get our Vellumental Stone. It's in the repo? Good. I forget. Can't you say no to him the first time? Yeah, I think you can. She's gonna test where I put the shades over. The shades Monty over it. No, I didn't actually. So okay, then sure, don't buy. $5,000. No. You can make up your mind and tell him no. Okay, I want to do it again. $3,000 coins. Nope. I'm gonna take it at 2,000. I mean, why not? I'm not really worried about the coins right now anyway. Doesn't have 1,000 coins in this economy. Koopas that don't beat up Origami. Speaking of, let me just dodge that really quick. Ooh, there's something I just thought of. Because there's actually two. Let me see something. Wanted to add the billion reference to this dialogue. Oh. Yeah, that's what it is. So this is what I meant. I changed this to a Koopa, but then I didn't realize he just pops in like that and just stays still because there's no animation for walking up here, but he does function right. And I feel like that it would have been better if it was a Koopa in the beginning. But I'm just going to have to come up with something else. My test was a Spinia. Oh, that's because I forgot to remove the Spinia test when I uploaded everything to the repo, but I've since removed it. Okay. Come this way. Turn around, turn around, turn around. Good. Done. Okay. So that area is scripted, so that's why like the Koopa just pops in and everything. And I'm on the fence of whether or not I actually want to change it back because on the one hand it does function sort of well, but it's not perfect, and so I really wouldn't want to leave it in there. But it's still there. Like KNPLP. Yeah, because KNPLP is the Captain Toad from Color Splash, right? And he is in there. So, the one thing I will show you, because I said I wasn't going to show where any secrets are, I will show you one. I gotta have a marker here somewhere. But, if you come to this spot and you jump, oh, you fixed his model duplicating. Oh, and then I gotta get that update. So if you jump right here, you will have a hidden block, and this hidden block will have an HP up heart. And this is the one and only one that I will show you. The only secret. But you'll have to find all the rest on your own. And also I gotta figure out a way to like make it so like there's a like something in game that kind of teaches you where the hidden things are, like gives you hints, kind of like the heart toad does, but in a different way. Can I do that again? Nope. Can't do it again. It's one and done. I don't want to save here. I think what I'll do is I'll change that first Origami Koopa, Macho Koopa back to a Goomba. Because I put another Origami one, Macho Koopa up there. Oh. I don't remember why the star is so small. But okay. Actually, yes I do. That's a test that I was doing before. Come here. Come here. There we go. Swamps only appear once and never again? That's kind of weird. Starman theme is always fantastic. But the best one I still feel like is the one from Super Paper Mario. I was going to give him better design because it's a Toad Tram conductor. But we have to make sprites for every animation. And I didn't really feel like going through all that at the time. But I think I changed it to a Koopa because I want it to be, themed to this area. Okay, go away. He's stuck down here. I got him. No, I don't. Yes, I do. There we go. So, looking at the Toad conductors from TTYD and 64, I was going for that kind of design because I thought that would like make the most sense. Just the pained one, angry talking, and then the neutral? Okay. Right, Ninja House, but that one's like a fancy kabuki thwomp. Also, like, the weirdest thing to me is that the rock here is real rock. It just looks so out of place in my opinion. Can't do anything with that. I'm not helping that toad. I'm not helping that toad right now. Here we go. I forgot how I did this. Like how you're supposed to do this. There we go. That's how you do it. Yeah, I would like to give them a real soccer ball, but oh well. So I still haven't played the new Strikers, even though I was really excited for it to come out. Because I'm still waiting for Daisy. Because Daisy is still like my favorite character. Have you ever thought of making a harder version of the game? Yes, I have, and I already know what I would want to do. However, for me to do it, I still need to wait until one specific file is supported. I mean, if it was be possible to like bring back Speedy Spin or something, I would love to do that. Or at the very least, make like the rabbit espresso whatever, make that an item that we can use. Airball Koopas. Okay. Oh yeah, no, hearts with eyes, definitely. So here's what I'm going to do here next. Let me go ahead and iHeartRadio. That's hilarious. Let me look for not that. I don't want to look for you. Let me go back this way. Here we go. I mean, let me get the rest of these stones, and then what I want to do is I'm going to cut to the emulator and show some stuff in other areas. This has already been about like 2 hours. Let's leave those toads down there. But you, Dad! One thing we do need though, we need I think we need panic sprites for this toad, I believe. Also, I love Dad teaching us how to fish. Makes me so proud. So happy. Okay, I'm trying to... It's right there, but it's... Oops, hold on. There we go. Oh, right. He does have every sprite down. I forgot about that. I remember that. Yeah, it was like that was before we cut it down to basic stuff. I forgot about that. Thank you, Dad, for teaching us how to fish. Everyone needs a dad to teach them how to fish. It's definitely a good skill to have. I did see it. I just haven't had a chance to add it yet. Erases of water didn't load right. Oh, I know what you're talking about. It's a shader thing. Give me that. So you have 3. I am going to go to the dry bones bit because that's where the yellow stone is anyway. I want to at least get all the stones here before I do anything else. Not that. Not that. Where's this? Can remember if I actually have to hit this or not. Yes, I do. Because of the Goomba. Forgot that because of the Goomba. Okay, I just messed that up bad. Like, I don't even know how I did that, but oh well. That's okay. You can still jump on them with regular stomp and knock them out in one hit. Just take out this Goomba really quick. Oh yeah, it is the Koopa Turtle area, which is why I want to have everything Koopa, everything shelled, just whatever. That all belongs here. And here we go. And yeah, Red Trooper should definitely be a Koopa village, like for sure. There's a lot of other ideas I still have, I just haven't been able to pull anything off just yet. This joke in European Spanish, where Olivia says, I'm sure he's going to be a better place after the dry bones runs off. Oh, that's clever. So dry bones actually speaks in my version? Really? Origami shell creepers. Now that is an idea. In fact, origami shell creepers would be a good idea to have in the water temple, since you already have sidesteppers. Spikes or Koopas, I mean, yeah, they have a shell, but they're kind of weird looking. And I wanted to have some kind of path to a Koopa village myself. Just really don't know how to pull it off. Oh yeah, how I just like jumped from all the way up there directly into the hole. I don't even know how I did that. Okay. Shell Koopa would be a mix of unused spike type and a Koopa head. Yeah? We can try that. Like, if someone wants to, like, try to make that happen, I would have no problem doing that. Yeah, I couldn't even see the hole, and it was just there. Perfect. Now, in here, in the Earth Temple, we have a lot going on. Yeah, I'm going to free them. Hold on. Yeah, sure. Let me pay 50. When you go into the shops. Oh, right. I need to do that. I think everything. Yeah, I gotta. Let me go and break the wall because I forgot about that. Also, I'm not sure if you guys have noticed yourselves, but this entire game just has this big, old-timey Japanese feel between this Earth Elemental Temple, the water, well, all of Blue Streamer. I don't know, and plus everything's about origami. Thank you for all of your generous gifts and turtly goodness. Alright. Yeah, we need to... Yeah, we need to have, like, more shrine guys, because we don't have anything like that. You've never seen that scene? Yeah, no, that's, like, one of the first things I've done was, like, go to every single one of those little areas, and, whoa! Okay. Alright. I wasn't expecting that to happen. Like, at all. Like, I wonder, did it expect me to actually go forward and not come back out? I'm not sure if that's normal. I'm not sure if I was supposed to run into that shy guy just now. That was actually really weird. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is really, really weird. I have never seen that. And now they're just sad. That is weird. Okay. I'm not sure. I don't think that's in vanilla. That is weird. I have never seen that before. But the thing is, it's like the reason why I have never seen it is because I don't know, that's really weird. And yeah, all these I had to change back to toads for scripting reasons. Like it made that happen. That is. Now I'm curious. If I go in and come back out, will the same thing happen? No. That is so weird. I don't know how to explain that. Like at all. I don't get it. I do not get it. I don't get it. I really just don't understand it. I need to break this. Now this is gonna like not work proper sometimes. I do know that. Except for that one. I don't know. I'm still like baffled of how that even happened. Where'd the other one go? Okay, right there. Okay, thank you. Koopa, just hanging out there. I know there's supposed to be a dry bone somewhere. Maybe not until after I do this. There we go. Oh. Oh, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to do that, and now... Look. Like, dry bones is definitely there. I just don't remember exactly where it's going to be. So, from this point on, I haven't changed anything really in the temple itself. In the rest of the part, and I didn't really change much in Overlook Tower. And two reasons are because the NPCs in Overlook Tower, them being toads, they are affected with scripting, and we would have to use we would have to do a lot more NPC edits, so I'm not going to touch that. So let me go ahead and now change to the actual emulator, and I can show you where a lot more things are a lot quicker, because the beginning part of the game I didn't want to do too much because it's still the beginning part. So let me get this started. You get my controller set up as well. Okay, change this and that, and okay, this might be a little bit loud. Here we go. So give me a moment here. Here we go. All right. Have to change some settings here because with playing this on Emulator, the audio is going to be kind of... So when I'm streaming from my capture card, the audio is delayed a little bit. And I want to show you a couple things here that's still in progress. So now you guys get to see the nice and wonderful HUD. And some star points, which these are what we're going to use at some point in the future whenever I can actually get experience working properly. But right now, it's not going to happen. So, let me not run into you. And then we actually have Rolf here, which is going to be our de facto accessory seller. Now, I'm going to change this shop at some point. I just don't know what to change it to, so I left Rolf here just to hang out. But this is what you can expect to see more or less as you get through and progress through the game. So, a couple things here. Just the new shop. We edited some of the items. So, I have a power block, mushroom, iron boots. This collectible item that I'm not going to change. And then an item that I still need to design. I'm working on it. But the Koopa Cola. So, this is going to be a special item that heals 8 HP. So, let me go back here. Now, let me use this now. Now, there are a few issues that I've noticed when we add new items, is that the effect for getting items won't play for some reason. Did I ever import the fix? No, I have not imported anything else model-wise because I've been focused on object placement. So, for example, here's the dry bones that's here in the Earth Elemental Temple Magic Koopas, because again, this entire area is going to be Koopa themed, and I didn't want Kamek being the only Magic Koopa in the entire game because that just wouldn't make any sense. And the actual leader of everybody here is going to be the costume Koopa, and we can still make a whole new Koopa design for this. It's just for right now I like using this one because it kind of fits because he's different. Okay. The emulator just like froze. And yes, it did. Give me a second here. Yeah, I don't like it being a scam thing either. Give this a second. Okay, Yuzu, thank you for crashing. Alright, hold on. There we go. Who's going to be the scammer here? That is entirely up to all of you. Well, honestly, we don't have to make a scam religion. Like, we can just change it to like a regular thing, and I think I would prefer to change it to that too, because it seems like at least to me, it seems like a lot of this game makes jokes by poking fun at itself, and I would rather not do that. Personally, I'd rather not do that. So that being said, let's go through Toad Town and see what it looks like after you've saved a lot of toads. So this is pretty much like endgame Toad Town. TOK Love Saying Stuff isn't real, like the Shogun Studios characters just dressing up in costumes. Yeah, that's another thing too. Like, that should just be that. Well, I mean, so the thing is, Shogun Studios is a theater, so I do understand, you know, that is what they do. But that's, I don't know, like, they could also just live there, and that's just like their culture is they put on shows, in my opinion. In my own personal opinion. So, a couple things I'm going to show here is now I can actually show what the underground looks like. I haven't really designed much of it yet. It still looks like I just copy and pasted an area from the water temple, which is exactly what I did. But I do want to show off what you're going to expect. So you're going to expect to come to a Town underground that is going to have more exits and entrances. So, for example, coming through this way is going to take you down here, and I'm going to have it take you to like a whole nother area. I just haven't designed what that's going to be yet. Then through this way, I thought I skipped through all this. Then down here is the actual valve room, and through here is you're going to do your normal story thing. So with this, I planned on expanding the underground so that way we have more things that we can do, more places to go. And then the pipe here is going to be your pipe to all the other worlds. And the main reason why I did this is because just like the underground in 64 and TTYD and Super in a way, like there was always world pipes underground, which made a lot more sense instead of putting it in the museum. Collision editing is definitely still a problem, so that's why I've been using existing maps, and then we can design over that. It's just still going to take some time to do so. Plus, even with making new map objects, I have to use collision from other map objects to make new stuff. And yeah, it's no problem to make this look grungier for sure, and changing the theme music of it, because the theme music is still showing the museum theme. So that being said, let's go see everything else. And actually, I think, yeah, let's do this way. Let's go this way. We're gonna go world by world and see different things. Alright, so first off, Shogun Studios, everything's different. Second, the rock paper wizard has this weird lighting issue I've been trying to fix, but I have no idea why it's doing that. Remove the numbers on the pipes. Yeah, we can do that actually. So it's weird when you're far away from the rock paper wizard, he has that weird bar, but then when you get closer to him, like closer in the camera, it doesn't have this lighting issue. So I have no idea what that is. So let's look at everything else. So this area still has the most unique NPCs. So here's the concept NPC that was actually made and brought to life, and I'm glad. Another an actual, well, a costume ninja. So a ninja costume, and we have Yoshi just hanging out here too. So this area is where all of the custom stuff just comes together. And then Toadette again. So my reason for having Toadette in multiple areas after you've beaten the area, is because my idea was, what if after you completed an area, Toadette was just traveling around to different spots and just checking out the cities that you've been to. I've always thought that would be like a really cool thing to do, because then it's like she's kind of traveling with you in a way, but only after you beat up the big bad guy. So we have, well, let me get a better look. Let's do this way. Hold on. No. Here we go. Don't move. Don't move. There we go. So we have the custom Geisha Goomba. Yeah, just like Peach and Mario Odyssey. You got that. You hit it nail on the head. Also, all these Star Point models, they're not going to be in the next update. I just have been testing them. So just in case anybody asks, no, they're not an actual experience thing. And then another, let's see, there's another NPC that's really cool, and I love this one. Yeah, we've been going over everything on the mod so far. I've tested, I was doing tests on console. I wanted to show that, and there are some spots that I know that crash, that I know I need to fix. But yeah, we're going over all the new stuff so far. So I love this Goomba. This farmer Goomba is like the coolest thing in my opinion, and more of these concepts should have been actually made a long time ago. I also love this spike too. Love this spike. I'm also all for changing any dialogue for anything if we need be. Then red spike. Another one of these Koopas. Just barely seeing anything. It's already so cool. Just wait until I get to the desert, because I haven't touched Shogun Studios in a while, so I haven't really added anything new. But just wait until I get to the desert, and that's going to be our next spot. Because most of my time for this update has pretty much been Chapter 3, Chapter 4-ish. Oh yeah, Deep Cheeps. For sure. Like, I felt like Chapter 2 onwards should just be nothing but new stuff. At most. Let's go to Sleep River Valley, actually. Regular Cheap Cheeps, but filtered. Well, they still look like Deep Cheeps, so we're going to call them Deep Cheeps. Gotta love the Oarsman. The most important character in this game. They'd be a lot cooler with always angry eyes, in my opinion. Okay, so now let's check this. So first thing new about Breezy Tunnels, I added a save block here because it just made sense to do that. But over here, now we're going to get to some more custom stuff. So, for example, more Bob-ombs and Bob-omb colors, actually. And I felt like the Bob-ombs working with the multi-moles and Rocky wrenches to do all the digging and stuff like that for Bowser made a lot of sense. Because, you know, Bob-ombs being exploding and stuff like that, it just, to me, it just felt like they naturally belong here. So we have green Bob-omb, red Bob-omb, and then over here we have our Bob-omb buddy and another multi-mole. Another thing too, here's the new shop, what they have. So you're going to have power jump boots. I need to change this. I keep forgetting to change the icon and the name for this, but this is going to be the Super Hammer and the Super Shroom. So I got to make sure to do this too, because I keep forgetting to do that. So Bob-ombs, multi-moles, Rocky wrenches. We can add the shaded multi-mole too. Again, this is just all before adding anything else. Bob-omb buddy can't explode. Right. That's why it doesn't have a wick. Gotta smack our way through here. I've also changed some of the enemies as you go through here as well, because once I get over here, hold on. No, I said use this. Give me this. So the all black ones die. Well, that makes sense because they're the only ones that are enemies and they're used as weapons. So in here, I changed the enemies to be rocky wrenches to kind of fit the theme of Majimos and stuff like that. And then now actually going into the desert. In the desert, it's one of the places where I made a lot of map changes, because it just made sense to take this big open area and actually do stuff with it. So a bunch of things going on here. So one, I have some paper macho enemies just rolling around the desert. These are more than likely not going to stay, but I wanted something here for you to fight. And then of course we have the bombs that you can actually run into, and they will explode. Pokey, spikes. Let's see what else you're going to run into over here. Oh, here we go. Something I definitely want to show. But some dry ice too. We have them. So this is the red dry ice. Wait, let me... Hold on. It's hard to talk in the boot. We definitely need to change a lot of the dialogue for this game. Did you change some of the elevation? Not some. If you mean for like the collision, no. There is no stone cactus in dry desert. That is correct. Now this little cactus maze I made for fun. And the red block is going to give you like a really good weapon once you find it. I'm not going to tell you what it is. 64 only had green, yellow, and blue. Right, and we made yellow and red. Which I think the yellow one is over here too. Yep, here it is. Right here. Hold on, wait, hold on, what? I just noticed that I never knew that you could honk the boot car. I didn't even know it had a horn. Because there's no like horn button. That is interesting. That is really interesting. But yes, we have dry ice. And I love them. They belong here in the desert for sure. Being flattered. No, I didn't change really anything in the desert. Okay, get out of here. But yeah, so as far as enemy wise, you're gonna find spikes, you're gonna find sniffits, you're gonna find pokies during the day. So now let's check other stuff over here. Again, still highly recommend while playing this to use the emulator, since the console still has some issues. Alright, so let's check this out. So we have dry ice at the gate. We have a Mauser over here. What's going on? We still have some regular yellow tails after you save them. And Rolf. Now this Rolf is, I mean, still need to change him into a different NPC, but this is where I had the actual CD item shop idea. So I need to change these and actually give these their names. But you can buy any one of these CDs, and once you take them into the hotel, you can actually give them to the DJ and they will add them to their list of stuff to play. So we have Mausers, we have Dryites, we have Rex over here. And I think I need to position him down a little bit because it looks like he's kind of floating. But we have Rex out here, and we have bandits. So this is going to be like more so outlaw city, crazy creatures, stuff like that. Rolf, why are you over here too? I didn't put you over here. Didn't mean to do that. We have duplicates of Rolf everywhere. Green Shy Guy, more bandit. Another thing too is that I love the colors that are being represented here in the desert, because we have, you know, blue NPCs, yellow, red, green, purple. I feel like all of that just kind of flows together. Will you add shamans to the game? We want to, like, really, really badly. So hopefully we can. Ruff should be in here. I mean, if you guys want to make Ruff, I am 100% all down for that. Now in here, I didn't really change the NPCs except DJ Toad, and I think I want to change him back, honestly. The only reason why I changed DJ Toad out was simply because I wanted to keep a Sniffit in here. But anyway, so here within the hotel itself, we have another Dryad, another bandit just walking around. So yeah, lots of different characters here in the desert. And so the desert is kind of like the playground where we want to put in characters that aren't really typical Mario universe characters. Any message edits I'm gonna have to add in, because again, I was so focused on the placement of stuff and the new NPCs and the new models and stuff like that. I haven't really done much else. So that's Sniff City, and a lot of other parts of the desert. Let me get my boot card really quick. A lot of the other parts of the desert have a lot of enemy changes and stuff like that. In fact, let me go and get into another battle, and I can kind of show you stuff. If I don't run into things. Okay, let's get into this fight. So that's what it was, Fly Guys. So you're gonna have Spikes, Shy Guys, Sniffits. Let's see, it was Spikes, Shy Guys, Sniffits, Fly Guys, and a bunch of other stuff. And I'm just going to not wrong button. Let me do this. We will see Pianta on stream. I am not done streaming. There is still more to do. Definitely still more to do. You guys can add some red button. So that's actually what we were all talking about like about an hour or so ago. We all want to make that happen for sure. So at some point it's going to happen. Like at the very least, I want to try to make the Rabbit Espresso an item. I just haven't figured out exactly how to pull that off just yet. Which, you know what? You know something? I think I do know how to make that happen. But it might not be a global. I'm gonna try something when I can. Yeah, an item. Yeah, that's right. An absolutely pointless item that you can only use in Toad Town. It doesn't even last that long, for that matter. Oh yeah, no, like, see, what we've all been doing is taking some of the gripes that we've all had with this game at some point, just to make things better. Okay, let's get out. Come on, Professor Toad, you're coming with us. Yeah, Mario could already do the spin dash on 64 like by default. You could just make it faster with Speedy Spin, or you can make enemies dizzy with Dizzy Spin, and then there was also another one, I can't remember what that one was though. Yeah, like that was the only game he had spin was 64. And they gave it to him specifically because you'd have more speed running around. But then TTYD they changed it because you got Yoshi. And then in Super they changed it because you had Dashel. And then that was it. That was basically it. Spin attack, right. Okay, so we want to go to the Princess Peach. Oh, right, Lucky Lester did it too. I forgot about that. Okay, let me see something. Oh, okay, I wasn't really trying to run through these bloopers, but I ran into these bloopers. Okay. I actually don't want this fight. So, let me run away, please. Good. First try without actually having to worry about stuff. Okay, where's it at now? Okay. Still this way. Oh, yeah, carry. Right, carry also lets you move faster, too. You know, they could have called the boat Queen Peach. But, you know, the GameCube doesn't exist anymore, so, you know. Okay. Almost there. Yeah, I'm 100% okay with calling it Queen Peach. Okay, it is right there. There it is. Okay, so in the Princess Peach, everybody's here on vacation. Everybody's on the resorts. They are having fun. We're really going to run into this Pianta here. Because Piantas are on vacation on the Princess Peach as well. All the crew members I've changed to use the Sea Captain Toad's sprite, because this 100% to me looks more like a crewmate instead of a sea captain. So this looks normal. This looks very, very normal. Oh, right. We're still going to recolor. Right, we're still going to recolor that. That's no problem. Now let me make my way up here. And then we've changed everything in here. There's one last major thing NPC-wise that I'm going to show. And then that'll be... Oh, right, yeah, let me show the Ink Toad, because there's only one Ink Toad left in the game. And he's just there. Hold on. Just here. The most popular Toad in the game, because there's like a million of them. There's something else. I feel like I am not... Oh, right. I gotta go outside to go see him. Gotta go outside to see him. Yeah, he doesn't take a bath, and he's like literally surrounded by water. Alright, so the very last major thing would be Pirate Captain Toad, imported here from Color Splash that Scrooge did. I don't know why that guy is stupid, but having this Pirate Captain up here makes it feel like, oh yeah, I know it's fixed. I just haven't. This is the old one, but he's still there. That's the main thing. That's the most important thing. So, with that being said, I think this is pretty much most everything that I can show. A lot of other stuff is a bunch of battles, and I could go into a bunch of battles, but it would honestly take forever. So, major thing, and I'm glad that I did put this disclaimer out on Twitter. What was it, yesterday? But the main thing is that there are some very, very weird, very specific issues on console that don't appear at all on Emulator. And the way I see it is, while I am going to try my hardest to make sure that it works on both, so that way everybody can have the best experience, I still recommend playing this on an emulator, because console seems to have region-specific issues that crash, and I know I'm not the only one that made it. So that being said, that's going to be everything I'm going to show here tonight for this mod. Tomorrow I'm going to be spending a lot of time, with you all of the team, so that we can go over everything that I've shown, go over whatever needs to be fixed, whatever needs to be changed, any last minute additions and stuff like that. But I wanted to at least get everybody on the same page of what all we have here. So what do you think? Like, is this something that you want to play? Is there something that we need to change? Is there something that you want to see added? Let us know. People that are not familiar to my channel personally, make sure that you subscribe, because I'm going to be doing more streams like this in the future whenever we have new major updates, because it's better for me to show as we go along versus trying to make videos, and I don't have a lot of time to do that all the time. But if you are not already a part of the Discord, it's linked at TOK Refolded on Twitter. In the link in the description for this stream is the actual release page for Game Banana, and I'll add the Discord link to this stream too as well. But join us, so that way we can all kind of come together and make this the best it can possibly be, because there's still a lot that we have to do, and I'm looking forward to being able to make a lot of this possible and getting your creations in the game. So from me to all of the teammates that have helped us get this far, because it's been like 2 years since I personally have started modding this game. Thank you, all of you, for constantly supporting me and working, to make this happen. Taking time out of your own personal lives, your busy days, to just kind of make something cool, as something that honestly people could just have fun with. Because at the end of the day, I think everybody deserves to have a worthwhile Paper Mario game, and we haven't really got one in a while. So that being said, that's really all I have to say. It's almost midnight where I'm at, so I'm going to head off. Tomorrow, excuse me, tomorrow I'm going to be going through and updating whatever needs to be updated that I haven't gotten in yet, and doing some more stuff. And I still have other secrets and ideas that I have not shown that you hopefully will get to see. So thank you everybody for stopping in, and you all have a fantastic night.